Up against Fernando. These two forever linked by their same-day no-hitters back in June of 1990. No-hitter in this one. Stewart in trouble. Harold Baines, he singles to right in the first. And fellow Harold, that's Harold Reynolds, coming home. And he's safe. It's 1-0. Adding to it in the fifth. M&M, Mark McLemore on second. Baines again. This one gets by the right fielder. Max in. And here comes Cal all the way around from first. And he is safe. It's 3-0. Fernando, not a no-hitter, but he was the Fernando of old. Yvonne White, thanks for playing our game. And the O's roll 6-0. That's Fernando's first 9-inning complete game since the aforementioned no-hitter. John Olerud goes 2 for 4, his average up to .407. The team in hottest pursuit of the Jays, that's the Yankees. They're 3 back heading into their game with the tumbling Tigers. The crowd wasn't cleaning up, but they were thinking sweep. David Wells has his man picked off, but Mickey Tettleton's throw is wide. Kelly is safe at second. That's a key play. 2 batters later, the bases are jammed, and Mike Stanley's at the plate. And he goes gap. 399 feet and then some. It's a grand slam, and the Yanks have a comfortable cushion. Jim Abbott on the hill, getting some good defensive support. Pat Kelly at second, the catch of a Milt Kyler liner, and the Tigers whimper out of Yankee Stadium. Swept away, 7-0. Crowd of just over 47,000 at the stadium. On the same day, New York Governor Mario Cuomo said he would meet with George Steinbrenner to discuss the Yanks' future. Tigers have dropped 9 straight on the road, and following the game, pitcher Mike Henneman said, if somebody said we wouldn't win a game on the trip, I'd say you're nuts. Detroit back home Thursday to take on Texas. AL West leading Chicago. They got 39 wins taking on the Indians. That's the East's 6th place team, and they have just 4 fewer wins. Bottom of the second, Joey Cora got a glove on it. Couldn't make the play. Alvaro Espinosa is in. Top 6, they're loaded. None out. Dangerous situation, dangerous hitter. Frank Thomas to right. Ozzie Guillen ties it at 2. Bottom 7, 2 down. Felix Fermin. Wayne Kirby slaps one to center. Fermin comes across. It is a Cleveland sweep. Plenty of rooms out there. 4-2 the final. Indians' 6-game winning streak, their longest in 3 years. The owner of the Indians said on Wednesday that the Chief logo will remain on the uniforms in 1994. Second place, Kansas City in Texas. Kevin Kennedy's neck's going to start hurting from watching the long ball leave. That's Matt Whiteside, and that's his 11th. This one off Mike McFarland. Texas can turn it around as well. Juan Gonzalez just looks mean at the plate. He's got 19 home runs. Make it 20. Gardner, the gopher ball king. He has given up 17 home runs. The Rangers 5, Royals 4. Royals GM Kirk Robinson said Wednesday that David Cohn is not available at this time.
Brian Harper strikes out and sends the bat flying. Heads up in the Twins dugout. Johnson had 3-0 lead in the 7th, facing Dave Winfield. Not overpowering completely as Winfield takes him out. Number 8 in the season, cuts the Seattle lead to 3-2. In the 8th, Tino Martinez facing Larry Cassian, and Martinez the base hit Griffey. The insurance run, it's 4-2. And that was enough for Johnson. Pat Mears waves at the fastball. The Mariners win at 5-3, and Johnson does get that 10K plus game for the 5th consecutive start. Kirby, Winfield, Brian Harper, and Shane Mack each had 2 hits, but Erickson loses his 9th, and Johnson now with 157 Ks. In Oakland, Brent Gates was the hero for a 2nd straight day with a home run and 4 RBI as the A's rallied to beat the Angels. The A's have taken 13 of 15 from California. Carlos Quintana, the Red Sox hero, 3 for 3, drove in 3. The Red Sox finished the homestand 8-1. They batted .323. Now they take off on a 10-game Western trip. The Brew Crew, stale and flat. Playing strong defense to help preserve the tie. Mike Benjamin goes after Corey Snyder and gets him. The base-running blunder. Then in the 6th, bases loaded, 2 outs. Mike Sharperson, but Royce Clayton, the dive behind second. A run does score, ties the game at 3. In the 7th, 2 men on, 1 out. Karros up, the base hit to right. Willie McGee bobbles it out there. That allows Corey Snyder, who had been held up, to come in and score. Karros, 3 for 4, drove in 2. Tommy is happy. So are the Dodger fans who stormed out of the field and then watched the fireworks. The Dodgers have won 4 of 6 from the first-place Giants. In Atlanta, the Rockies trying again to beat the Braves for the first time. Mystical sorcery in Atlanta. And Freddie Benavidez caught in the spell, catatonic, and picked off first base here. Brain to Lemke. Not once, but twice picked off as Avery gets him again. the Atlanta defense strong. Eric Young at the plate, and Ron Gant goes after the drive, and watch the sprawling diving catch out there. He broke out of his batting slump, the miserable series he had over the weekend. That is gone too. In the ninth, tied at 2. Gant on third. Olsen, the fly to center. Chris Jones, the catch. Here comes Gant. The head first slide. Yeah, the slump is over. And the Rockies still have never beaten the Braves. Atlanta 6-0 against Colorado. The Braves have won 12 starts in a row by Avery. Gant, of course, breaking out with the great defensive play and also the offensive night at the plate. More pitching woes for the Phils in Busch Stadium, and the Cards getting some good defense in the third. John Kruk in. The line to third. Todd Zeile to Robin. And nails him at first. Cards break it open in the bottom of the fifth. A 3-2 lead until Tom Pagnazzi picks up some insurance. Len Dykstra can't handle this one. Mark Whitten scores. Alicea scores. Pagnazzi headed for third with a triple. St. Louis up 5-2. More problems for Tommy Green, who has really been struggling since winning his 9th game. The wild pitch scores Pagnazzi. Cards led 6-2. They win at 9-3. Whitten homered and drove in 4. Redemption for 2 misplays in right. The Cards finished June 20-7. The league's
4-2 lead into the 6th. Moose Milligan rips one to left. Second shot of the night for Moose, 5th of the year, and the Astros lead cut to 4-3. Bottom of the 9th, it's 4-all. Brian Williams pitching with the bases loaded. That's ball 4. That's the game as Larkin scores the winner, 5-4 Reds. Kevin Mitchell played and extended his hitting streak to 20. Davey Johnson shuffled his lineup, and Larkin leading off. He doubled in his first at bat. Meantime, the Cubs smashed 4 home runs, sweep the series. Sammy Sosa, his 4th 2-home run game of the season. Wilkins and Grace also homer. Ryan Sandberg now just 4 hits shy of 2,000. The Bucks are in Montreal, top 2, and the Spos are up 1-zip. Don Slott goes to right. Orlando Merced scores. Larry Walker goes to first. Is he in time? Oh, tie goes to the runner. Safe. Bottom 3, nobody out. We've seen the arm. Now the bat. Walker. It's a 2-run shot, and the Spos are up 2. It's 3-1. Next batter is Frank Bolick. That also leaves the yard. That's Bolick's 4th, and the Expos roll to an easy one. 9-1 the final. Walker going 7 for 11 over the past 2 games. He homered twice, doubled 3 times, knocked in 4 runs. In his first start of the season, Gardner gets the W. Mets trying to win back-to-back games for the first time since April. They're up 1-zip in the 4th. Eddie Murray's at the plate. Rips one to right. Is it fair? It is. It's his 9th of the year. It's 2-zip. Brett Saberhagen was under control. Chuck Carr, after this pitch, out of control. A little too close for comfort. The bench is empty. No punches thrown. Just a good stretch for the Pine Sitters. Saberhagen back in control. Alex Arias right back to him, and Brett reads the ball. It's a complete game win. All 4 of his wins have come against the expansion teams. His 7 losses have come against the rest of the world. Following the game, Chuck Carr placed on the 15-day DL with a pulled intercostal muscle. They recall Carl Everett before the game. And before the game, the Marlins ground crew